Alhamdulillahi nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa nu'minu bihi wa natawakkalu alayh. Wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlilhu fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam tabaraka wa sallama tasliman kasiran kasira amma ba'd. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa man ahsanu qawlan mimman da'a ila Allah wa amila salihan wa qala innani minal muslimin. My dear brothers and respected elders and sisters, English is a means of communicating to you, to those who do not know Malays. That's why I speak in English. My English is not that good, but nevertheless, it is sufficient to enable you to understand what I am trying to say to you. So you listen attentively, with concentration and devotion, with thirst to know something. And when you have the thirst, then Allah will quench that thirst with knowledge. So you need to have the thirst to know what Allah wants. If you don't have the thirst, then you will not be your thirst will not be quenched by Allah. It's just like the little baby, who is thirsty of milk, and the signs of his or her thirst is they are crying. Then the mother, take the baby to her breast, and then he or she suck the breast and milk come out. If the child is not thirsty, then the child will not suck the breast, the nipple, and milk will not come out. Just like this, no sucking. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to sit in this bayan with thirst. Then Allah will quench the thirst, not me. I'm only the means too. So some of you do not understand the bayan, even though it is spoken in the language which you are supposed to understand, but still you do not understand because you don't have thirst. You just put like a baby, just put the mouth on the nipples of a mother, but not sucking. So milk will not come out. There's to suck, and sucking come out of thirst. So you must be thirsty. You must be enthusiastic to know what Allah wants. And I have only the means to deliver that, to quench that thirst. The one who quenches that, the thirst is Allah. The one who gives the person the understanding of the bayan is Allah, not me. I'm giving bayan, that's all. I'm being allowed, permitted to give bayan, but not to deliver the understanding, like to deliver the milk. The work of delivering the milk to the child is Allah. Milk will not come out. The mother cannot make the milk to come out. But when the child is thirsty, so Allah uses the mother as a means to quench the thirst of that child. So one time Fatima has no milk. The grandsons of Muhammad sallam was crying. In one narration, he just put his tongue, then the child get milk from the tongue. The milk come out from the tongue. Another narration from finger, put his finger and the milk come out. So the milk does not come out from the mother in actual case. In real case, the milk come from the khazanah of Allah, from the treasure of Allah. All the milks in this world is stored in the treasure of Allah. It is being delivered portion by portion from the creation of this world until today. The milks in the treasure of Allah has never empty. It's there. It come out through the mother, it come out through the goat, it come out from the cattle, it come out from anything. It can come out. In actual fact, it doesn't come out from the mother, it come out from the treasures of Allah. So when Allah do not want to give the milk, then the mother become, some mother cannot give milk to the mother, the children. They have to drink milk, artificial milk, what you call bottle milks, and they grow up with that. So why it is important to have a mother milk? Because that is the food for the bacteria, for the good bacteria in the gastrointestinal tract, in the bacteria, good bacteria in the bowel, in the large intestine. Their food is the mother milk. If you give your child your own milk, then the bacteria will grow and it gives antibodies. It strengthens the immune system of the child. The child will grow healthier. But if you give them cow milk, artificial milk, you buy only milk from the shop, and it doesn't make the bacteria to grow healthy and in large numbers. That's why if you cannot give milk to your daughter or your children, you should give to others, sucking them, the child to suck the milk, to give to others, who are healthier. That's what happened in those days, in the time of Nabi Sallam. People used to give their children to the woman from the villages to come to Mecca to take babies, so that they can give their milk to them, natural human milk. So at that time, Nabi Sallam was not having a father. He was an orphan and poor. So everybody come from the village. They took all the other children who are wealthy. They can pay them more. And the last Prophet nobody wants. Nobody wants to take care of him, because he is the son of a widow, Khatijah. But at last, there is only one couple, Halimatul Sa'diyah. He was poor man, poor lady. His camel also very weak, slow. So they are the last couple. So the last couple have only Muhammad to take. No one else is there. So they finally took him. But the moment they took him, on his way back, his camel was just slow, surpassed all other camels, able to overtake. And then she found out that her plantation grows healthier in abundance, and her sustenance was increased tremendously. So she understands that this is a result of me taking care of this child, and this child must be a child upon which Allah has showered blessings and abundance. She believed that because she can realize that she was poor before. After taking Muhammad, she became rather, having comfortable life. So this is called barakah. So nowadays, similarly, the analogy is nobody want to work to do this work of Muhammad Sallam, as nobody want to take him to be a child, to be given milk in the early days of his life. So similarly now, the work of Muhammad Sallam. Muhammad Sallam has passed away. He is a prophet of Allah. So nobody want to take. Nobody want, because poor. Taking and doing the work of Nabi, you become poor. You will not be paid. You want the worldly works upon which you will be paid with abundance of money. So you do all other works, the work that give you abundance of material thing. But this Muhammad, taking the work of Muhammad, would not give you anything of the worldly thing. But there's a lot of blessing, barakah. If you take this work, similarly, if you are now poor, you got no money, you sure want to take the worldly work. But if you take this work, your life will be full of barakah, as the life of Halimatul Sa'diyah, full of barakah. So we should understand this. It's not the work, it's the barakah. The work may give us so much material wealth, but there is no barakah. There is no direct words of the same meaning as barakah. Barakah means you have no problem. I mean, you may have abundance. Everything goes easy. Everything is fulfilled, something like that. Either you have little or more. Everything is sufficient. According to your needs. According to your needs, it will be fulfilled. You may need less or more, you will be fulfilled. All your problems will be solved. Then you will not have anxiety, sadness, unhappiness, nothing of that sort. You'll be happy. As a result of your happiness, your face look calm and serene. But if there's no barakah, either more or less, it is all not sufficient. It cannot fulfill your needs. If you have more needs, your need will not be fulfilled. If you little need, also not be fulfilled. In either way, you are always in sorrow and in sadness, and then your face will look like an old woman. People grow old easily when their life is full of sadness. And most of the people in this world feel sad when they don't have their sustenance to be fulfilled to their desire. So they keep on worrying about their sustenance. Allah do not give their sustenance to be fulfilled. They are always worried how to have more and more and more, and they need to work more hours. They do not want to work part-time. No money, little money, I don't like it. I want 8 hours work like Hanzala. This is what is happening in the whole world. They want to work until they get sick. Because they believe work is the one who fulfills their needs, not Allah. If you believe that work fulfills your needs, then surely there will be no barakah. No barakah in your earning. Like Samad. He earns so much, yet always goes without money. How much money you have in your bank now, Samad? 1,000 plus. This before he said 3 ringgit. So we are always worried about our belly, worried about our food, worried about our children, worried about our house, worried about our car, worried about this and that of the material thing, but not worried about iman. Not worried about our amals. We are not worried. The Prophet ﷺ said, your iman or your amal should be better today than yesterday, and tomorrow should be better than today. In other words, we should always be worried about our iman and our faith towards Allah and our action or amal, and it should become more and better from day to day until the day when we have to leave this world. Because that's the thing that will be asked, will be of value in the day of Akhirah. It's not our car, it's not our food, it's not our house, it's not anything else of this material world. It's only on iman and action. So we should be worrying more of this, but instead of worrying more of this, we are not worried at all. We are not worried at all about our iman and our action. We simply do whatever we like as long as I put to it. And at times of COVID-19, people cannot go to work, cannot work, being made to stay at home. Some country where richer can provide, provision or temporary allocations. But what about the poor country? Or country with large populations, with less income? They cannot provide. And they go without work. How can we go without work? Like India, they told everyone to lock down. Say, well, how come we lock down? We only eat day by day. You ask us to lock down, they say we don't want to lock down. We rather die. If we're going to eat, we rather die. So they cannot follow. Like in Malaysia, they follow, but they want to come to the extent they put white flags to show to others we are finished. Some kill themselves, commit suicide. They follow the government order. They stay at home, but they say we cannot have food. So people are always worried about life and death, not about paradise and hellfire. No, not worried at all. Not even in the mind. Only worried about life and death. If I eat, I will be alive. If I don't eat, I will be dead. That's all. If I cannot eat, definitely I have to die. Because that is what is important to me. Only life and death. Everybody is thinking and worrying. Everyone, from the king to the prime minister to the rich or to the poor, all people in the country worrying about life and death. No one is worrying about paradise or hellfire. Oh, am I going to hellfire? No. Am I going to paradise? These are not the things which are mentioned. All the time mentioned about life and death. So one time Abu Bakr told Omar, this is not a matter of life and death. It's a matter of paradise and hellfire. This is the correct one. To think about paradise or hellfire, because that is the place that we have to go. So everybody will have to die, whether you like it or not, whether you're taking your life on your own desire, committing suicide or not. You'll have to go to the life in hereafter. And in the life of hereafter, there is only hell and paradise. You have to remain there forever or for some time. Either way, if you have to go to hellfire, then you will have life of extreme sorrow and pain. That is actually things that we have to always remember, but we don't. We only think about life and death. If I die, finish. I'm a failure. If I remain alive, I am a person of success. Success doesn't goes like that. Success doesn't mean life, or failure means death. To die is not a failure. To remain alive is not a success. How come that become a dimension that we use to assess either a person is successful or person is failure, just as to whether he can live comfortably or unable to live comfortably? We assess success as a person who are able to live in this world comfortably, isn't it? With luxury. The more luxury you have, the more comfortable the life of this world that you are able to attain, the more successful you become. That's why they show to the entire world, to others, he's a man of success. You know, he's standing behind his house. It could be his house or other people's house, but the house is a bungalow, you know, and with near his very high class cars. So see, that is a sign of success, isn't it? This has been shown to all the people in order to allure them to do multi-level marketing. They will live in a good house, having beautiful cars. Live of life of comfort and luxury. This is a sign. And a person who died poor, having only wooden houses, no car, only bicycle, is a failure. This is wrong. But we cannot accept this is wrong. We say this is true. Success is a life of luxury, life of comfort. Failure is life of nothing, and life of of no sufficient sustenance, nothing to eat. Like shown in Africa, people poor with belly bulging, naked, no clothes, eating only thing on the roads. And these are being shown as poverty. Poverty means failure. The people of Europe, of Finland, Holland, living in comfortable house, bungalow, cars, as a sign of success, and everyone is working towards that. Nobody wants to live like this poor, deserted people of Africa. So this is not the case. Allah, who is our Rabb, who is the all-knowing, who have created us, who are the one who sustain us, who provide all our needs, who have created the heavens and the earth, are not saying this is success and failure. Allah doesn't say in the Quran, not even if you are poor, you are failure. If you are rich, you are success. Not even a sentence. I've written the tafseer of the Quran. 84 books. You can get it from Amazon.com. You type my name, Prof Nasoha, you'll get it. So, not even a line, but that is our belief. And that belief is a wrong belief. I'm telling you. You agree with me or not? To believe that living in comfort and luxury is success, living in poverty is failure. Most of you will agree, yes, true. Because of that wrong belief, it makes us to have wrong actions. We devote all our life to the work of fulfilling our material needs. We are so scared of not having any work or job. The moment we are being thrown out of work, we start to get stressed. How I'm going to live? How I'm going to pay this? How I'm going to do this? How I'm going to do? The mind goes round and round. We never think that the one who suffices our needs. There are many animals in this world. So many animals like elephants who have no jobs, isn't it? You have heard any elephant having any jobs as a doctor? No. The zirafa, the tiger, the lions in the savannah all have no work. They just go out from their house searching for food. They will get. Because Allah is the one who is fulfilling their needs, who is sustaining them. Millions of animals in the jungle, well nourished. The moment they are kept in zoo, they will be malnourished. But if they are in the jungle, none of them. Sometimes they are sick, Some tigers, then they start go out and looking for men, as food. Then the men are worried now. Otherwise, they won't go out and look for men as their food. There are plenty in the jungle. But we think that we cannot live without work. We must work. It's actually the order of Allah. Allah is only testing us. Allah is not testing the animals. Even they have no work, they will be fed. Their sustenance will be fulfilled, but not us. Allah wants us to work. If we don't work, Allah will not give us. So we must work. We did not know that work is an order of Allah. We are ordered to work, not because the work is the one that fulfills our needs. The one who fulfills our needs is Allah. Allah is only testing us, using the work as a test. Either we believe the work is fulfilling our needs or Allah. But we say, oh, it's true. If I don't work, nothing come. There's no food. If I work, see, I got money, got food. So conclusion is, the work is nourishing me. Work is my God. That's a perception. That's a wrong perception. To believe that the work is the God who sustains it. The work is just like us. It's a creation of Allah. To become doctor, to become engineer, to become professor, to become prime minister, all works as a means for Allah to fulfill our needs. So when we work, we are tested. Men are tested. They need to work. But they should not believe this is that the work is their sustenance. Their sustenance is Allah. Allah tested that we should work in order to know as to who among us who believe the work is our sustainer or Allah. See? So we work not because the work will be able to sustain us. We work because it is the order of Allah. And the intention of working is to please Allah. Not to earn money, but all of us having intention of earning money. The reason as to why you work, earn money lah. Why you work? Earn money lah. Why you work? To earn money lah. Why? No money lah if no work. Come on, the money doesn't come from the sky. Food doesn't come from the sky. Oh, they talk like this. They talk with earnest, with great conviction that work is their God. Work is their Lord. This is wrong, brother. Greatly wrong to believe that God is our work. Work is not our God. Work is not our Lord. If we believe we die if we don't work, we have associated Allah with our work. We have given divinity to our work. The work has not divine. Divinity is only goes to Allah. Allah is the only one who is divine. Nothing else other than Allah. Work is not having any divinity. What more? The idols. All do not have divinity. Cannot do anything. Cannot give health or sickness. Cannot give pain or sorrow. Cannot give anything that we want. The only being that able to give whatever we want is only Allah, and Allah is only God. There is no God other than Allah. So accept our work as a God is to associate Allah with others. So when we associate Allah with others, then the shaitan will be made to be our companions. And when we are busy with the work of earning money, then we have no time to read the Quran. So in other verses of the Quran, Allah says, those who turn their back towards Quran, that means who do not give any attention to Quran, we make shaitan to be their intimate friends. To be their intimate friends. It's the same thing. The reason as to why he turned his or her back towards the Quran is because they are busy of earning money, I'll just ask Hanzala. Last time I told him to do part-time, but he said no, he want full-time, 8 hours. Recently he worked 6 hours. He said he doesn't like. He asked me for permission to work 8 hours. I said okay. Now I will ask him, do you read Quran now? You got time to read Quran now? Tell me the truth. How much? Little bit. He got no time. Let's say he worked 10 hours. He was surely tired, isn't it? Like Sufyan works from 4 o'clock in the afternoon till 2 o'clock in the morning. Many things he can do. I can ask him, how much you read Quran? No. We do not read Quran because we got no time. No time for what? Because why we have no time? Because we have more time of earning money. So when we don't read Quran and associate ourselves with Quran, Allah give us our intimate friend to be devils. That is the consequence of associating Allah with others. Once we have shirk, then we'll have shaitan as our intimate friends. We will only know shaitan as our intimate friends when both shaitan and us will be questioned in front of Allah. Oh, the shaitan at that time we can see him. Oh, he's the one who give me suggestions, there and then, and then now and then. Then they quarrel. You are the one who make me deviated from the right path. The shaitan said, no, you already being deviated when I become your friends. You already deviated. You make yourself deviated, not me. While they are quarreling, Allah says, both of you at fault, both of you together will go to the hellfire. And the man said, if only you are not my friend, and the distance between me from the west and the east, how it will be better. At that time they regret having Iblis as his companions or shaitan. So just to tell you, if you make yourself away from the Quran or you associate others with Allah, then Allah will give you shaitan to be your intimate friends, and you cannot resist that shaitan. They will be always with you. the shaitan will be with you in prayer while you are about to eat. When in your prayer, you will not remember Allah at all. The shaitan will make you to remember all other things except Allah. When you are about to eat or eating, the shaitan will make you eat and eat and eat, never finish. We're supposed to stop eating before our hunger being fulfilled. But we continue eating, even though we are not hungry. And that's what the shaitan make. The shaitan say, this is a good thing for you. Eat, continue to eat, keep on eating. And when we are sleeping, the shaitan will come. Go on sleeping. The time has come for prayer. No, sleeping. So they always go at time of sleeping, at time of praying, at time of eating. At time with your family. I told you, they make you forget Allah. Busy with your kids and saying that you're a good father, a good husband. Spending time with your children more, not praying, playing with them, taking them, and the time for prayer you forget. This is the work of your friends, whom Allah make to be shaitan to be their friend, the one who associate Allah with others. So in order to make ourselves, to be away from the shaitan, as east and the west, as the distant, we have to be, make ourselves not to associate anything with Allah. We have to believe completely, in the oneness of Allah. There's no God, nothing whatsoever can be associated with Allah. Not even our work, not our child, not our wife, not anything, anybody to be made the same or equal as Allah. Then only Allah will be happy and pleased with us, and He make us as our companion. Not He will give us to shaitan. Why He give us to shaitan? Because He don't like us. Why He doesn't like us? Because we associate Him with other than Him. Allah says, you don't work because you earn money. You work because I order you. You eat because I order you. You sleep because I order you. And your intention of doing all this to please me, not to get money, not to so that your hunger will be satisfied, or your sleep will be satisfied. No, only to please Him. This is the life which are pure, and the life which has been made sanctified or purified. And these are the life which will lead us with the permission of Allah to enter paradise and to be safe from hellfire.